Did you know that the massive horror hit Obsession, a film that just crossed $3 million at the box office, was directed by a YouTuber that just started out making low-budget sketches right here on the platform?
This is my happy mask.
So today, we're breaking down the exact camera exposure, depth of field, and lens physics that made this scene viral. And how can you replicate that level of tension with the gear you already own? Let's start with the optics. The cinematographer in this film used incredibly fast vintage cinema lenses and shot completely wide open. In portrait photography, shooting wide open is how you get that creamy, gorgeous bokeh behind the subject, which makes the subject pop. At the start of the day, it works perfectly. It isolates Nikki and Bear, making the crowded diner disappear into a romantic haze. But look at what happens when the tension spikes. Because the depth of field is paper thin, only a few inches wide, the moment Nikki leans forward and shifts her weight, she physically slips in and out of the focus plane. Watching her features slightly soften and blur. As she glitches, you can see there's something fundamentally wrong with her, trapping us in a frame where we can't actually get a sharp look at the fret. Next up is the lighting geometry. This is something you can practice anywhere. When the scene begins, Nikki is leaning slightly back in her seat. Light hits her forehead and diffuses downwards, filling in her features naturally. It looks warm, even inviting. But watch the exact frame where she drops the mask and says, "No." Shifts her posture by leaning slightly forward and standing up over the table. The angle of that overhead light changes completely relative to her face. Suddenly it becomes severe top lighting. The light casts deep, hollow, skeletal shadows directly into her eye sockets and underneath her nose. It is the exact same light bulb, but by changing the physical blocking by just a few inches, the cinematographer switches from a flattering beauty portrait to a classic, unsettling horror shadow play. Finally, let's talk about the sensor exposure. They shot on an Arri Alexa 35, but they intentionally rated the camera at a much lower exposure index, around 160 or 250 ISO. Photographers, dropping your ISO this low means you need actual light on set to get a clean image, but it gives you incredibly clean, rich shadows. Notice how the darks in a diner aren't grey or noisy, like typical low-budget digital footage. They are pitch black. The areas right next to Bear and Nikki plunge into complete darkness. The high contrast ratio creates a visual boundary line inside the light. They are playing a fragile game of a nice date. Outside the light in the shadows is where the entity is hiding. The nice date scene proves that the best horror doesn't come from post-production, special effects, or £10,000 lighting setups. It comes from intimate understandings of photography physics, how a lens behaves wide open, how a face reacts to top lighting, and how far you can push the camera sensor. And if you're an indie filmmaker or a photographer working with basic gear, what was your favourite visual choice in Obsession? Drop it in the comments below. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more technical breakdowns and photography techniques, and I'll see you in the next one.